I used to have this goal that I wanted to actually have an online, I wanted a radio station. I might still do it. It's possible. I know that there's platforms to do that you can come to a channel and just hear music, and maybe, I talk to the gnomes if there's enough bands that, will release their albums to me. Maybe we could do that and have a 24/7 type thing. That could be interesting. I've got a nice HD camera. I've got a nice mic for my podcasts, and thought I'd give this a spin. Hey. And so far it's good. I send requests to Anne and requests to Scoot. I don't think they're gonna join. I'm gonna leave the one up for Anne, just in case. Maybe I should invite someone else. Can you invite someone else? Oh, you can. Oh, there's a button up here. Invite guests. Let's see. Who else could we invite? Can't do Alicia. She told me she won't do another one until 2026. I already talked to John. He's in England, so this is late for him. Kevin's busy. Let's see. High's driving a truck. Trying to think. Who can I? I'm gonna try. Oh, should I try Delania? No. Maybe I should try my. Maybe I should try my daughter. I'm going to try that. Let's see what happens. I just want to see what happens. Because I know, can't we have up to 3? Can't they do up to 3 on live now? What's it need? A video camera? I don't know. Yeah, chickens need 2 square feet each plus a cage run. No, I have the run. I have a nice, big, beautiful place. It's the actual hen house. I had this nice little tiny hen house, but it's like for 8 chickens. And, just for at night and for laying eggs. And then we got 12 instead of 8. And then I was like, okay, that's okay. I mean, we've got a really big run. We could have 50 chickens in our run. So that's okay. But then my wife goes out, and while she's out and shopping and getting some feed, they had baby chicks there. So she brings home 6 more. Hun, we don't have a big enough hen house for the. And then right before winter came, she bought 8 more because they were the last 8 there at IFA, Intermountain Farming Association, Farmers Association. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, and I was like, hun. So I went to one of my friends who has a farm, and I was like, can I buy some straw off you? He says, no, we don't have straw. We got hay. And I said, I need like 12 bales of hay. I'm going to build just for the winter until I can build something. No, 18. Yep. 26. Yep. And so what I did is on the outside, I used the bales of hay, and I know that we need light for laying of eggs during the wintertime. They also need to be warm. So I took the bales of hay, turned them on end, and I built them 3 bales high. Found an old window from the house, put it in between, standing up on the ground. So I got one long bale standing up, and then the ones across, but they're 3 bales high. Then I have some old wall insulation for the house, and it's like 4.5, 5 inches thick. Huge, these big, thick panels. And I put that up on top for the ceiling, rising heat, right? And then on one end and then a partial end on the other so the chickens can get free in and out. And then I put roosting sticks across so they can get up on there. And then I hung a heating lamp right down in the middle. They're loving life. So it works until it gets warm, and then I can build something proper. So that was my put together. Yeah. My struggle thing. I don't think anyone's going to answer. So what do you need? Yeah, you need a video camera. I've got this HD camera. I've got another one that I can switch, but yeah. Yep. Roosting sticks. I tried just a regular pole. I had some, rods for, that I used to put in closets. And then I was told, no, that's too hard on their feet. They need something bigger to hold on to. So we took some old branches of the tree that are nice and big and curved. And yeah, I love it. Big dog house. I thought about that. I don't have a dog house. I got 2 psychotic dogs, but I don't have a dog house. So yeah, Last time I did a chicken coop back in the city when you're only allowed 2 animals, and we had 64 chickens. I think we ordered like 6 or 12, and we got like 64 with a note that said, well, our hatchery was over capacity this year. We included a few extra. We hope you don't mind. A few extra, 64 chicks. Anyway, so I built something. We called it the chicken condo because it was like, I don't know, 9 feet tall. I don't build things. I'm the guy that you keep away from projects because something bad will happen. Gray Lion, dude, hello. How are you, my friend? How's the gaming? I'm just testing this out, my friend. So I guess we could do like this as an AMA. What do you want to ask me? Anything. What is my philosophy on life? Have children. No. My friends, or I should say, it would be better for you if we were friends. Yeah. Does this look clear? Because when I use my phone, it's all pixelated. And that was my hope, is that if I do it this way with an HD camera, it'll be HD quality. And if that's the case, I'm going to start doing this more often. Just another creative outlet. That's true. Can you imagine me doing Monday morning coffee this way? Doing it live? Except for the only problem is that then I can't do like the displays off to the side because there's just, I'm looking at this. I wish I could just like point this at the screen, but that wouldn't do any good. So I've got the long view, and then it has a strip down the middle that's what's clear. Everything else is off to the sides are both faded. And at the top, it says visible area on mobile. So if you're watching me from your desktop, you'll be able to see my hands doing this. And if not, well, you just see me down the middle. Yeah. Looks clear. You may want to zoom out a bit. What, like this? Yeah. Well, I thought it was going to be the big side part, Yeah, you're on mobile. So I'm right in your face. Just taking everything up, huh? Yeah. Sorry about that. I'll try to put it closer. Do it closer. Closer to my monitor is what I meant. Can you read the book titles behind you? Yeah. So they're fun. Yeah, I've got quite a few. So, things appear closer in the mirror. Yeah. So, you guys, I hope you guys are listening to the podcast, because it's doing fantastic. We've got quite a following growing, and I'm getting lots of messages from writers that we're helping quite a few people, and I love that. So the podcast is Nothing About This is Safe. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple, Apple Podcasts. So, yeah. And if you listen to it, make sure you give me a 5-star rating. It's good. And the nice thing is, too, it's an excuse for me to get a hold of writers that I admire, that I don't know. And I reach out to them and I say, hey, I'd like to interview on this show. And here's an example. And have them listen to the show. And so far, everyone said yes. So, yeah. Yeah, the AI one. This right here. Yeah. I love this. Absolutely love this. A gift from the community, member of the community. Love that. So kind. And well, life is good. What's my favorite superhero? Oh, that's a hard one. If it was my favorite superhero, it'd probably be my own. But superhero like Marvel, DC, I've always crossed. If I could combine 3, I'm an X-Men fan, a huge X-Men fan. I like Colossus, Wolverine, and Nightcrawler. Those are my 3. I think the ultimate superhero would be all 3 of those guys combined. So, yeah, I love that. Grew up with Doctor Strange. Love Doctor Strange. Yeah. Yeah. I love. I mean, at one point, I had, by the time I was married by 1993, so I'd been married for 3 years, I had every copy of X-Men from number 4 up to that time. And that's when I stopped collecting comics. That's when I started making my own comics for my kids. Yeah, Doctor Strange is amazing. Do you remember the old show? It didn't last for very long. But I really, yeah. I ended up trading my whole X-Men collection for a set of books. Set of books that I really wanted that were very rare. And I found someone who had them that was a comic book collector. So I showed him my collection. I said, so would you trade straight across? He's like, yeah. So I still to this day think I got a better deal. They're religious books, but something that was extremely rare and you couldn't buy them. So I would go to, what do you call those, estate, what do you call them? You know, when folks pass away and then they go and you can go through and buy furniture or whatever. I would go through and I'd buy books and stuff like that. But these are really expensive books. And the guy had no clue what he had. Probably worth 5, 6, 10 times what the comics were worth. For me, it was more emotional than anything. I love the X-Men. Just love them. Estate sales. Thank you. Yes. So, yeah. So I'm an X-Men fan. I like, let's see, who else do I like? I really like Iron Man. I'm a huge Blade fan. So now my kids are trying to get me to play that, what is it called? It's called Marvel, was it Marvel Rivals? Yeah, they got me to download that on my PC. Yeah, Jim Butcher. Oh. Jim Butcher is my favorite writer of all time. I am a Harry Dresden fan. That is my favorite fantasy series of all time. However, I have a favorite fictional character that nobody has beat. I like Harry Dresden. I love all the books. I have bought every single book. I've bought every single audiobook. I have every short story, everything. I have the complete complex. I have everything that Jim Butcher has ever written about Harry Dresden. I have read everything twice, and I'm on the second time listening to everything on the audiobooks. That's how much I like Harry Dresden. Yeah. Dresden. Hell yeah. Exactly. Spider-Man's great because he's just trying to live. I do. Did you ever read the comic book of Spider-Man versus Wolverine? And it's being told by Spider-Man, and it's got him taking Wolverine by the leg and smashing him through these giant tombstones in a graveyard. And he's like, it was so nice because it was the first time that I didn't have to hold back my spider strength. He says, no matter how hard I hit him, I can't wipe the smile off his face. It was so good. See, Butcher had a fantasy series, I think, Wind Sails and Flying Ships. Yeah, you know what? I've been so involved with the Harry Dresden series. I didn't know that he wrote anything but. And I've seen a lot. I haven't read a single thing other than Harry Dresden. I just like the story. I like everything about it. It's really, really good. Not for kids, but really, really good. All right, well, I'm going to cancel these requests because the girls are not answering and they're not showing up. And that's okay. That's okay. Simon, wait, isn't it late? It's late for you. 7, 8, 9, 10, almost 11 o'clock p.m. Young man. Or did you go play badminton again today with your boy? So you were on my list, Simon. We need to talk about when we can do. I just interviewed somebody this morning from the UK. So it was 8 o'clock my time. So what? 4 o'clock roughly your time. We could do that. Squash. Oh, squash with a friend. Awesome. I hope you squashed your friend. I'm just trying this out. I don't know if you've tried this yet, Simon. I have all the studio stuff for making videos and podcasting and all that. And when I got the announcement this morning that now we can do live from our desktop, I had to give it a try. Just had to. Yeah. So I'll see. I mean, everything looks the same for the most part when you're doing live and looking at yourself, but I'm going to see what the playback's like. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, so are you watching me on your desktop as well? So do you get this? You can see my hands wiggling my fingers. Do you see the whole screen? I'm just curious because what I'm seeing doing the camera, oh, that's awesome. So you can see. So tell me what this is. Type in, what is this that I'm pointing at right here? I just want to know if you see. What is that? Oh, wait. A skull. Sweet. Sweet. Oh, good. That makes me. I wonder if I should do. I have an idea. Maybe this is a horrible idea, which means it would be fun. Maybe since this works, we could do live and I could talk about I could talk about the podcast. The podcast, Nothing About This Is Safe. We can go over and actually discuss things. That would be fun. Yeah, the Jaws theme. Just invented a new game. People who are watching on mobile like Greyline, and I could be able to see, what is this? What is this? Jaws theme. Love that. Jaws changed my life. I grew up 2 blocks from the beach. My dad took me as a kid to go see Jaws. Yeah, I'm not afraid of the water. Now I'm afraid of what's in the water. Yeah. Jamie points at things. Stranger Things. No. Anyway, yeah. So we need to do a podcast. I think that would be fun, Simon. I've got a lot of people that are requesting you, actually. So I talk very highly about you, if you haven't gotten that hint over the last couple of years. But I tell people, I says, he's smart. He's been around. He's done the serial thing for years. Is it true? Are you really close to the end of the Triverse? You're like done the whole story? Because I'm curious what you are going to do after that. Yeah. All right. We'll make plans after this. Gotta run. Hey, Gray Lion, thanks for showing up. Hey, and Merry Christmas to you, my friend, if we don't talk again. You have an end of January as established finish. Oh, then what are you going to do? Gonna make a collector's edition? Just do that. Hardback. That'd be awesome. Yeah. My kids Ruby really liked your drawing. What was it? The Repentance from AI or something like that, where you drew your ink drawings. She really enjoyed that. So, thank you, Gray Lion. We'll talk to you soon. So, wow, how long has it been that you've been doing the Triverse? What has it been? 4 years? 5 years? I'm just wondering, because. Well, you've been on Substack for quite some time. At least I can't remember how long. What is it? It's 4 years, over 4 years, right? I know there's a delay here. I got to ask a question. I got to wait for you to type. 4.5 years. Yeah. September 2021. Okay. Now, had you started Triverse before then, or did you start that here on Substack? Because yeah, I tell everybody yours is the site that I send people to if they want a good example of how to do a serial and how to balance things out. And if you're going to talk about writing, I says you need to go over to Simon K. Jones. So yeah, I always recommend you. So I keep wanting to ask, how was your Thanksgiving? That's an American thing, isn't it? Started here. It was intended to be a test of doing it via Substack. So how do you feel that went? Because I'm loving it. I've tried experiments on things that I know that we've talked about in your notes section or chat section. And I have found that the 1,100, 1,200 words, not only can I not stick to it, I haven't had a single complaint. I've scaled down quite a bit because my first chapters, the first year, they average between 7 and 10,000 words per article. I know that's a bit much. That's a lot much, but nobody complained. And then I dropped it down to 5, and now I go in between 3 and 5 on average. And I've kind of stayed there. So you're leaving? No. Have you thought about doing offshoots from your world, taking it somewhere else? And Robert, you've published entire novellas. That's awesome. That's fabulous. I'm trying to figure out what have I done here since I've been here? I think I've published. I wonder what happens if I go elsewhere. Let's see if I click on a new. Let's see. You still see me? I hope. Let me pull this off to the side. I'm trying all sorts of tests while this is going live. Now I'm going to go back to Life of Fiction. Let's see, what have we done here? 5 books. Let's see. I've published 1. So I am going on 3 years. I've published 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one I brought with me. So 6, 7, 8, 9. I've published 9 books, and 2 I brought with me. But I've published 9 books since I've been here. And next year should be really, really good. Really good. So I'm excited about that. It'll be a lot of fun. So, yeah. Continuing with the settings forever if I wanted. Maybe one day. I think you should do a poll. I know. It's like anything that I say matters. However, I'm interested in something. And so this is me selfish, wanting someone else to conduct an experiment. Yeah, 9. I have a lot more to come. I'm just starting to warm up. I think I've just surpassed the warm up. Yeah. Watch. Oh, but on top of that, we've done that, and I've also created and released 4 music albums. That's where I have to confess. I have used AI. My children taught me how to do that with music. I don't know anything about music. My family does. I don't. The only thing I play is Spotify. Yeah. But they did teach me how to use that. What is it called? Suno. Yeah. And my son was making this beautiful music. And I was like, where are you getting that? I said, I'd love to buy that. I said, where's the album? He's like, no, I made that. No, you didn't. Yeah, you did. And then he showed me. I was like, this is crazy. He says, well, you could do that. No, I can't. I don't know how to do instruments or anything like that. No. I'll do it for you. But you can write the lyrics. Okay. So I started writing the lyrics. And yeah, it's awesome. Yep. Backlist for books. But albums, it was only created to make the stories more immersive because I've always written about characters in my books and written about their music life and the albums and the songs and things like that. And now I started making them happen. And that was a whole new level of cool. So, yeah. So that's my experience with AI. The rest of it, I'm trying to figure out. I'm not going to say that I'm for or against it. I'm just asking questions. And I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't scared of it. Because, everyone seems to have really distinct opinions about AI. And that's good. That's good for everybody. I'll support whether you're for or against or whatever. But I finally got to a point where I realized it doesn't matter what I think at all because it's here. How it got here, again, doesn't matter because it's already done. Should people go after and, the people that have trained on creatives for their stuff, I think there should be, the word restitution for that. They should be compensated for it. I agree. But it's already here. So it's here. It's not going to go away. You can't close your eyes and make it go away. So I realized I need to start asking questions because I don't know what the flip's going on. And if you go to the both extremes, both sides, nobody seems to really be answering questions. really, everyone seems to be pushing something like anti-AI or pushing saying, it's great, it's the cure-all, and this is the only way you should use it. I'm hesitant. So I just started looking for people that have been using it and using it for different reasons. And I just started asking questions. And it's been fabulous. And then starting on this podcast, Nothing About This is Safe, I went, I can start like pulling in people that really know what they're talking about and just ask a bunch of questions. That's what I started doing. Alicia McCullough's, wow, it's been the biggest eye opener, and Delana Marr. And those two ladies have helped me. And I'm like, wait, I don't think I need to be afraid anymore. I just want to not be ignorant so I can make informed decisions. And this morning, after talking to John in England, I realized, I think the term that I'm going to use is, I want to learn how to dance with AI. I think that's the term I'm going to use. I want to learn how to dance with it. And I want to learn how to lead that dance for as long as possible. But I don't know how. So I'll figure it out. But it's here, and I know I need to know how to navigate it. So, hey, you have a good night, my friend. And I'll send you a private message about doing the podcast. And if you can do afternoons, you just tell me whether or not mornings or evenings would be better for you. Because if it's mornings, I'll get up. I get up at 2 a.m. for some of my clients in England. We're good. So you just let me know, and I'll arrange it. So we'll go from there. Have a good night. Any questions for me, Robert? I don't know who else is here. Can you tell who's here? I wonder. Do they allow that? Let's see. Nope, that gets rid of the list. How can we tell who's here? Does it scroll? I scroll. Let's see. Crayline. Erica. Erica's here. So I guess it does let me know who's here. Erica's here. Hello, Erica. Erica, do you have questions for me? I think like I'm missing someone. Okay. More Jaws theme. No, if I ran out of things, I'm not going to ramble. But I do have some plans. Talking about podcasts, I got to, I think, episode 62. Is it 62 or 64 of Life of Fiction, the podcast? I'm going to be changing that. I'm going to rebrand it. I've been trying to figure out for the last 5 seasons of what I want to make and why. And the one thing that I have an abundance of is I have hundreds of questions from readers that have asked questions about lore, have asked questions about, actually not many about writing. I get questions about writing, but I'm talking about fans of Chronicles of a Hero or the Wanted Hero universe. And I have questions from readers, and I figured maybe I should turn this around and I should answer those questions. I'm going to rebrand it to WHRN. And I've had that for the longest time. WHRN is Wanted Hero Radio Network. I used to have this goal that I wanted to actually have an online, I wanted a radio station. I might still do it. It's possible. I know that there's platforms to do that you can come to a channel and just hear music, and maybe, I talk to the gnomes if there's enough bands that, will release their albums to me. Maybe we could do that and have a 24/7 type thing. That could be interesting. We'd have to get enough music. Anyway, I think doing this will be fun, WHRN, and allow me to interview some characters and answer questions. That's an idea. Well, I think this is long enough, and now I get to see the playback and see how this works. So thank you guys for sticking around for a little bit. I appreciate you, as always. Hey, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody, and I will see you guys on Monday. I don't know if I'm going to do this or if I will just do the regular I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll do this. Yeah. Well, the nice thing about doing this, if people are watching, I can have Ruby on here. I like having my kids on with me in the morning. So less pressure. Okay. You guys have a good night, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.